There's a whole bunch of lessons that
Did you guys see this?
I've learned in these last couple of days, which I would like to help all of you at home by imparting my knowledge on all of you. I think that the best way to learn is from your mistakes, but it's even better to learn from other people's mistakes. So, not that I made any particular mistakes, but I've certainly learned some lessons. And this is going to be a happy emergency meeting. We're going to have a really good time. But before we do that, I don't know who's talking in my house. Who's talking making that noise? Let me shut that up.
It's a difficult situation because, in all fairness, he has positioned himself as the male who could never be beaten. Hard to kill, unbeatable, top G, the last bullet, and you still standing. That I'm the most dangerous man alive. I can never be beaten. That was the rhetoric for so long, and now he has to shift. Now it's no longer the unbeaten, indestructible man. Now it's, at least I tried.
Right. So firstly, it's Christmas. We have a Christmas tree behind us. Yeah, please. Christmas is nice. You know, Christmas is a happy time.
Unfazed.
I didn't even put this Christmas tree up, you know. The Pagani, thank you, motor company. Have you heard of them?
I'm rich.
They make Pagani automobiles. There's not many of them in the world.
I'm rich.
They cost around $5 million each. I have two. The Pagani company actually came and built me a Pagani Christmas tree and gave me Pagani presents to put underneath it in my Pagani penthouse, which was very nice of them.
What color is your Pagani?
Very kind. Because I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't have had a Christmas tree. I had other things on.
This angle I don't think works as well anymore. I think the wealth angle, the Bugatti thing really worked in 22. I don't think people care about that anymore.
My mind. I didn't have a Christmas or a New Year planned. I didn't have anything in my head after this fight. My life ended on December 20th. And now my life has begun again. It's a unique position to be in. People are saying, oh, what about Christmas? I'm like, oh yeah, Christmas. I forgot about Christmas. And I forgot about New Year. I forgot about everything. I only had one singular focus. I was just worried about this fight. So now I have my life back, which is a unique position to be in. I don't think many of you have ever dedicated yourself to something to the point where you couldn't see beyond it. To dedicate yourself to something so heavily that you literally can't see beyond that date. There is no life beyond that date. And when you wake up the following day, it's like, oh yes, it's a big wide world. And I'm in Dubai and I'm famous and there's restaurants and other things to do besides the fight gym. It's a brand new horizon, which is kind of liberating and kind of exciting. But also part of me misses the singular focus, you know, to only have one thing to worry about and one thing to do. I think it's quite refreshing. That's why I've always found it confusing when people struggle with motivation. There's nothing more beautiful than having one particular focus on the planet. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. And I know I'll succeed, and everybody is going to say good things about me. So to make sure that happens, I'm going to cheat, or I'm going to be underhanded. I'm going to do some sneaky shit, because I need these people to say good things about me. They already fucking own you. You try and start a business and you lose. You lose all your money, you get pissed off and upset. A few weeks later, you try again. The loss disappears, but the win stays forever. I have complete respect for Chase DeMoor.
Okay.
That exist. And I said that the answer was already written. Why did I get tired? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is that I was...
Because you didn't work on your cardio enough. That's why. You get tired because you don't... It's always your fault. I think, especially somebody always talking about accountability. Like that's why. He's like, I don't know why. It's because you didn't train to be in the clinch as much. You trained hitting pads. Also, I think that he shouldn't have had his same coach. He talked about Coach Amir this so long. But that's a kickboxing coach, was it not? I don't think that's a boxing coach. I don't think he prepared for Chase the way he should have. He should have prepared more for a heavier guy. Whenever you see Tate sparring, he's fighting guys a lot smaller than him. Every sparring video, it's body shots with war room guys or guys that are smaller. So Chase is taller, bigger, and has a football wrestling background. He should have been preparing cardio for a fight that was going to go that way. Should have been preparing for a fight that was going to be in the clinch and somebody who's going to use his expertise.
I was not supposed to win. Why was I not supposed to win? Is the world a better place now that I've lost? Maybe the win means more to Chase than it would have mean to me. Maybe Chase couldn't handle the loss. Maybe God decided, you know what, Chase has been through enough with mocking and things on the internet. Chase doesn't need the loss right now. Andrew can handle the loss better. Maybe God decided. Maybe if I won, we would have went out and celebrated that night, and Tristan would have smoked a bunch of cigars, and maybe he would have died 1 minute earlier. And maybe I get an extra minute with my brother because I lost. And if that's the case, then I'm glad I lost. You have to have faith in a higher power. There's a lesson in all of this. And I don't need to know exactly what it is. If God decides that for some reason he's going to instantly gas me when I was in perfect physical condition so that I lose, then I have to accept God's decision. And I'll take the punches in the face like a man. And I'm not going to bitch. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to cry. I'm going to take it. God decided on that day that that's what has to happen to me, so I did it. If you're going to go through life without understanding that there's a grander plan, a plan that's bigger than just you and your ego. The plan is bigger than just us and our egos, guys. The plan is bigger than just, oh, you know, I want to win, so I have to have what I want like a spoiled child, and what God decides and what's good for the universe and what's good for people to learn from and what's good for the general karmic retributions of the planet. Fuck all that. I want to win so that no one on the internet laughs at me.
I think if you're going to go spiritual with it, it's probably, if you want to go that angle, maybe God wanted you to be humbled, because that's the biggest takeaway from this fight, is that it changes the angle that Andrew's been taking for so long. The top G, unfazed, indestructible, most dangerous man in the world. Now that this was a public loss, that same sort of boastful top G, that status has now been tested more than it ever has, right? You can't blame, it's not the Matrix, it's not the Romanians, it's not the Americans, it's not the British government, it's not the feminists, it's not the Jews. It was you. That's why you lost. So that's the, if you want to go spiritual, I think that's the only way to look at a loss, is that I needed this humbling.
It's not how it works. And I took this fight knowing it was a risk. Guys, I could have fought a tin can. I could have fought an idiot and everyone would say, top G, top G, top G. I could have fought some nobody and beat up some nobody. But what's the point in that? Where's the lesson in that for me? Where's the lesson in that for you? Could have done it and took the money. But that's not who I am. It's never been who I am. Genuine risk, genuine reward. Got a few super chats that are going to read out before I continue. $300. Thank you for the $300 super chat. Sent me a message on X. I'll remember your name and I'll look for it. I'll look for your Twitter account. I hope you have the same name. $100 super chat. Match the other day was incredible. It was amazing to watch you keep pushing and getting back up. We're proud of you. You'll always be a champ in our eyes. Thank you. Means a lot to me. With super chat. These critiquing fuckers don't have the courage to walk down the street at night. Here's a thought. Where's your critique from Mike Tyson when he fought guys 3 times younger than him? Yeah, champions lose. And let's talk about what makes me top G and what makes me a champion. Is it because I've never lost ever? Is that why I'm top G? Because I've never lost anything ever? Guys, they fucking raided my house and threw me in a dungeon for something I didn't do. I lost my fucking dad. I've been to hell and back 1,000,000 times. I have struggles none of you know about. Am I top G because I never lose? What kind of man would I be if I never lost? Imagine my life went perfectly all the time. Imagine I didn't need to go to the gym and I had muscles and I never lost a fight and I had money from the sky and any girl I wanted and I just went through life and got everything I wanted. I wouldn't even be a good person. I wouldn't be human. I wouldn't know anything about how the world functions. I couldn't teach you anything. I'm not top G because I've never lost. I'm top G because I've been hit so many fucking times and I get back up. I'm top G because I just lost a fight and I'll fight again today. I'm top G because I'm not afraid. I'm top G because I'll keep fucking trying. Do you understand? It's not about never losing. It's about the fact that I will get up and try. It's about the fact that I'm not afraid to lose and I'm not afraid to be ridiculed and I'm not afraid to be mocked. That's how I built the life I built. That's how I got yachts and private jets and hundreds of millions of dollars, because I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid to be laughed at and I'm not afraid to get fucking hurt. That's why. I put it on the line. I get in the arena. Everyone with an opinion is on the sidelines. Imagine living a life where you're so afraid of loss that you never get to win. You sit in the corner as a coward, writing Twitter comments at people who take risks you will not take. As an insignificant unknown, a nobody. And you're so afraid of someone saying something bad about you that you're going to sit there and not take the risk. What kind of fucking man does that make you? It makes you the kind of man who is forgotten to history. Napoleon is in the history books. He lost battles. Muhammad Ali lost. Tyson lost. Champions sometimes lose. Sometimes the stars just don't align and you just lose. And you have to know that and you accept that when you agree to take the risk in the first place. And that is the barrier that prevents most people from getting anywhere. The what if I lose? What if you lose? I just lost in front of the world. Got paid 20 fucking million fucking dollars. I'm fine. I just lost. What happened? I'm fine. My life's fine. I'm fine. Some jackass wrote a Twitter comment. You think I give a single fuck? The best way to get over a loss is to keep on winning. I'm going to keep winning. I'm going to continue on my mission to teach all the things I know to as many people who will listen to me before they finally put a bullet in my neck. I'm going to continue to see my kids and live a fantastic life. Continue to build the real world into the largest online school that exists on planet Earth. I'm going to continue on my mission. That's how I get over a loss. I keep winning. I'll go fight again. And win or lose. I tried my best. And I have no explanation for what happened. But I'm not afraid to try again. No fear was instilled in me.
Yeah, that's the part I disagree with. There's no explanation. The explanation is you didn't train enough. Like you weren't prepared enough for the fight. Is that not the only explanation at any loss, is that you were not as good as your opponent? Is that you should have done that? Isn't the explanation extremely simple in a loss always?
My spirit and my heart have not been broken. Even at my old age. Perhaps I should know better. Perhaps as a lion gets older, he should be a little bit smarter about the war he gets involved in, about the fights he picks. But after spending so many years patrolling the savannah as the fucking biggest, most dangerous lion that exists on the planet, I don't want to change. I don't want to change. And now my joints are a little bit slower, my teeth are a little bit less sharp, and I'm walking around the savannah, and there's these other lions encroaching on my territory, and I don't want to change. I want to go fight them. Maybe I should be a bit smarter. Maybe I should know better.
Yeah, I do think he's not the same fighter as he was when he was younger. He is 39, but at the same time, like Alex Pereira's 38, Usyk's 38, and Ngannou's 38. Josh was 36, almost 37. Tyson Fury, I think, is 38. A lot of the top fighters right now are all around the same age, right? And that doesn't mean that it gives, like Ronaldo, what is he, like, it is 40? It is harder to maintain that cardio at that age, and he's been out of the game. He hasn't fought in 5 years, since 2020. But it's not impossible to maintain your physicality at that age. That's definitely untrue.
But that's what got me here.
Yeah, Crawford's older than Canelo.
It's all I've ever known. I've never known how to say no.
But yeah, he was retired for so long.
To a challenge. Not in a stupid, idiotic street fight bullshit way. In a, there's genuine reward for me attempting this way. You can't undo moves in life. And one of the thoughts I've been having these last couple of days is, if I knew I was going to lose, would I have still fought? And the answer is yes. In fact, if I knew I was going to lose...
In too many cities,
Rumble,
dangerous
bro.
illegals walk free as
Jesus.
police are forced to stand down. Join ICE and help us catch the worst
Yo, bro,
of the
Rumble
worst.
is...
Bonuses up to $50,000.
Rumble is crazy. Rumble ads are
would have even been more
crazy.
important that I fought. Because
Oh
if I were to not fight just because I'd lose, then I'd really be a coward. And I said before the fight, I'm here to fight. I don't think about win and lose. I'm here to fight. And I meant it. If a genie came to me and said, I've seen the future, you lose this fight, Andrew, are you still going to do it? I said, now I have to. Now I have to. I'm not a coward. I might be an older lion, but I'm not a coward. And let an old lion tell you young kids something. Time fucking flies, bro. I remember winning my first world title. I was 23 years old. I was Wolverine. I could heal in a day, things that now take a week. I'm not so old. I'm 39. But staying active till 39 is very different than coming out of a 10-year retirement at 39. If I was 23, would I beat Chase? Of course. Would I beat Chase 3 years ago before the Romanians threw me in a fucking jail cell and forced me to sit in my house for 3 years for no reason? Yeah. Am I bitter? Am I going to sit here and cry that the Romanian government, the most corrupt government in the fucking EU, stole my prime years, my last years I could fight at my best? Am I going to cry about it? No. You can't undo moves in life. You just have to look at the chessboard, understand that certain moves have been made, and move forward. This is the key. The key is that your mind must be able to instantly regenerate. If you ever talk to an alcoholic, alcoholics are obsessed with the past. I've noticed this. Whenever I talk to an alcoholic, all they talk about is the past. It's like, hi, alcoholic. Oh, yeah, my kid died. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. They're obsessed with the past all of the time. You need to be able to regenerate your mind. If you can't do that, you just rot. Imagine your body gave up on regeneration. Imagine you cut your finger and your body said, nah, just keep bleeding. I give up on this whole regenerative garbage. Fight camp wasn't all I was doing. I was helping you guys get rich at the same time. During fight camp, Tristan interviewed 100 of newly made millionaires we made in the last 6 months. We made 100 people millionaires in the last 6 months. Tristan did an interview with all of them. You could be one. You might be one in 2026.
I'm a man of my word.
2026 is your year if you want it to be. It's certainly my year. 2026 is my year. You think because I lost a fight that it's not my fucking year when I collect my yacht and sit with my beautiful children? Of course it's my year. Let me see who's at my door. Hopefully it's not Romanian police. Things with my name on it. Kind of like crypto, you know? You think it'll never get any worse? Nah, it can get worse. You know, after the last 3 or 4 years we've had of hell, jail and getting thrown in house arrest and the media lying about us and insulting us, and we only got free in February, guys. Don't forget. I was locked in my house for 3 years until a few months ago, 8 months ago. I said to Tristan, the universe probably owes me this win, you know? I've been through so much. God and the universe probably owe me this win. I'm going to train my ass off, but after all I've been through, they'll give it to me. Big bag of beatings with my name on it. And it won't be the last. I'm sure in 6 months from now, something else is going to happen. It's going to be like, man, I've been through so much shit. So many bad things happening to me. Why now? Why again?
I don't think that's what it, not why me. I don't
All
think
the
it's
superheroes out here know that's how life works, right? Just when you think it can't get any worse, just when you think you're down, another kick comes, another kick comes, another kick comes. And you know what makes you a G? Because you get up. This ain't my last beating. More is coming. And I'm going to stand there and smile in the face of every single beating God sends my way. And I promise you, you can shoot me with as many bullets as you like. I remain unfazed. You may beat me, but I won't quit. And I won't give up. And you're not going to break my spirit, and you're not going to break my heart, and you're not going to make me afraid.
Okay.
And that's a message not just to fighters, that's a message to the fucking government, that's a message to the police, that's a message to the people who are planning to kill me, that's a message to all of you. As long as I'm breathing, I'm not afraid of any of you. Fuck you.
Oh.
And if I can get up, I'm going to get up. I don't feel sorry for myself. I don't sit around hoping my enemy's going to have mercy on me. I don't mope around the house like, oh, please stop. Nah, fuck you. I'll get up. Kick my ass. I'll get up.
Okay.
That's why I'm top G. Not because I always win, because I always get up.
Okay.
The worst possible existence, the worst possible version of life would be to give up hope for the future. And I think a lot of people give up hope for the future because they start getting scared of all those beatings that are coming, right? They sit and say, you know what? I've lost my girl, lost my house, lost my money, lost my car, and now I got sick on top of it all. I just want to give up. I quit. I have no hope for the future anymore. And one of the most powerful things about not being afraid of taking a beating is that you never lose hope for the future. I know beatings are coming. I don't care. In fact, part of me kind of likes it. Maybe I'm just stubborn, you know? I like being that guy who's like, we've kicked his ass, and he just won't fucking shut up. We've taken all his money, we threw him in jail, we threatened to kill him. He won't stop. Why won't he stop? We've tried to make this man kill himself while we insulted him in the media. The second he gets free, he goes to fight some heavyweight. What's this guy doing? The harder you hit me, every single time I get back up, something.
Is he praying? Or is it? Oh, so.
Anyone who thinks less of me for doing something I didn't have to do, for money I didn't need, for taking a risk with my life, has a character defect and a morality defect. And they're not the kind of people I want to like me. So that's fine. Anyone I've inspired has made it all worth it. And if I could go back in time, knowing the result, knowing I would lose in front of the world, I'd do it again.
You're pretty emotional here. I wanted to show this. It's a pretty rare emergency meeting. Interesting to see it like that compared to this emergency meeting.
Right? If you said it in person, I would have knocked your ass out, and I would have helped you get up afterwards and said
Doesn't
sorry.
Andrew
So I had to
Tate
break it.
preach that every mistake you make and every shortcoming is your fault? And now he's saying it's not his fault, it was God's fault, and that he got...
Yeah, accountability is important. Absolutely.
Sure. Sometimes things just have to happen, you know? I know you think you're a tough guy because Strickland couldn't finish you. I'll finish you. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.